I'm catching every last day of summer.
I guess you are.
Other than my appearance, who or what stood out today in the scrimmage portion?
You know, it was just that last game which you guys saw went to overtime. You guys are competing. You know, it's been a really productive 4 days of camp, and I know everybody probably says that, but you've gotten to know me. You know, I'm not going to bullshit anybody. It was 4 really good days. Guys are competing, guys are playing hard, pushing each other, and what was really good about today as well, Adam, mixing up the lineups, getting guys together, different positions, different pairings, getting them used to playing, seeing what works, maybe what may need some more reps, but 4 good days as we get ready to go to Abu Dhabi. Really proud of our guys for the energy and the effort they're bringing each and every day.
Yeah, being awesome legend day in May, I guess. Did you ever get a chance to meet him? And who did he meet in the league? And I guess just everything at all.
No, I had a chance to coach Dikembe when I was with the New York Knicks, and when I heard the news today, early this morning, obviously very sad news, because I had a chance to coach him with the Knicks, as I mentioned. You talk about a big heart and how much he gave back to his country, building hospitals. He was an ambassador of the game, a global icon. And if you go down to my office, I have 3 pictures up, and one of the pictures in my office is Dikembe Mutombo as an 8 seed, beating Seattle the 1 seed, laying on the floor with the ball in his hands with that beautiful smile. So yes, we lost a legend, we lost the former Denver Nugget, and my thoughts and prayers obviously with all of Dikembe's family and friends.
What was he like to coach that year that you overlapped with him?
Well, it was funny. I mean, Don Chaney was our coach, and we'd always want our big guys to be able to talk loud. But if you know Dikembe, he could not talk very loud. And Don Chaney used to get so upset, like, Dikembe, you got to talk louder. But he was great. He had just gotten bought out by the New Jersey Nets, and loved his personality, loved his heart. You could just tell he's a hell of a basketball player, but he's an even better person. And people always say that, but I think Dikembe Mutombo really embodied that. Just a big, big heart who was always trying to get back to anybody. And nothing but love and respect for him, his body of work both on and off the court.
Did you like his finger wag?
Yeah. That's iconic, you know, Dikembe's iconic finger wag. So, yeah, the game has definitely lost somebody. And the Denver Nuggets have lost somebody that meant a lot to this city and this franchise. So all of our thoughts are with him once again.
Especially with the number up in the rafters.
I'm sorry?
Especially with his number up in the rafters.
Yes, of course. Yeah, he's, as I mentioned, he's an icon here.
Is there anything maybe over the course of these 4 days that you've learned about the team, maybe learned about the personality that you may not have known about?
No, because I knew what to expect with Russell Westbrook, you know, and I think a lot is being made of Russell's addition and who he is, but everybody else is also bringing it. You know, it can't be one player trying to carry 21 guys. And, you know, Hunter Tyson said something interesting after practice. He said, I asked him, how do you think camp has gone so far? Because I feel we're just practicing and playing so much harder this year than we did in last year's camp. Everything is so much more competitive. And so I think I love the vibe in the gym, the energy, and the fact that guys are going at each other. That's healthy. Competition is healthy. It's been really fun to watch. Like I mentioned his name, but Hunter Tyson's having a great camp. There's a guy that no one really talks a lot about. Did a really nice job for us down at the G League in Grand Rapids. He's been in the gym a ton this summer, shooting it well, competes, plays hard. So it's been fun watching Hunter kind of step in and take advantage of all the opportunities that he's been given. But Ryan, honestly, I'm not just saying this, I've been so impressed with all the guys in terms of their mindset coming into this gym. No one's trying to get through practice. We're all trying to get something out of it. And as a coach, you know, how can you not love that?
What is Hunter Tyson? Almost got off the hook. Just,
am I out of here?
Yeah. On Hunter Tyson, like even positionally, what do you see him as, and where does his skill set fit into what the Nuggets do in your mind?
Well, skill set, shooting. Shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. You can never have enough shooting. I know a lot of people talk about our roster, and the concern is, do they have enough shooting? Hunter Tyson, Clemson, Hunter Tyson, G League, on volume reps, mind you, shot the ball extremely well. Didn't have the summer league that, you know, we all know he was capable of having, and he was really hardening himself about that. But I think Hunter's a guy that, one, can space the floor and knock down shots at a high clip. And then I just love the way he's wired. He's a tough kid. He's not going to back down from anybody. You're never going to question his work ethic, his toughness, his physicality. And so I don't know what position he is. I think he's a guy that you can put out there and let him play off of other players, make shots, compete on the other end. And you know, I got to give him a chance this year to get out there and get some real minutes. Not up 20, down 22 minutes. That's hard to judge a guy on. I got to get him some rotation minutes at some point to see what he's capable of doing.
How's Michael Westbrook been fitting in so far?
Say it again?
How has Michael Westbrook been fitting in?
Who?
Westbrook.
I think he said Michael Westbrook.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I don't know Michael Westbrook. I know Russell Westbrook. Oh, he's been great. Yeah, he's a leader, intense, competitive, pushing everybody around him. Obviously, you can tell he's the first ballot Hall of Famer, and he came here for a reason. He wants to win a championship. And the way he carries himself every day, pushes himself every day, speaks to how dedicated he is to his craft. So only 4 days, but I've loved everything that he's brought to the table.
You about to study film for 17 hours straight, or are you spending that time?
Well, I'm going to watch film of today. Obviously, a lot of live practice, scrimmaging, so we can clean some things up there. And then I'm going to find a way to break down some film with Katie Wingy in the back of the plane. You know, she's got a lot of really good insights into the game. So I got to get some Did You Know from Katie Wingy. And then I downloaded some movies, some shows, and we'll see. 17 hours, man. It's a long time. And maybe catch a few Z's along the way as well.
In addition to coming back healthy, what else do you think you're coming back with? What will you have accomplished on this trip?
Game reps, obviously against a very good team, and bigger picture, not just on the court, Adam, but I think for me it's also, I think we're pretty connected right now. We have a lot of continuity within that group. We've added a few new players, but I think when you go on trips like this, and for all the people out there in this building that are like, why are we going to Abu Dhabi? I've been pushing for this for 10 years. I've been part of these trips in the past in different teams. I think preseason trips where you get to travel, see the world, experience a new culture, but most importantly, come together as a team. Spend time off the court, go to dinner, and I think you can only strengthen a bond and a brotherhood, so that's going to help us as we return from this trip in a week's time.
Michael, MPJ said Aaron came to camp in really good shape. I guess what have you just seen from him from a basketball perspective?
He did come into camp in great shape. I didn't see a lot of guys this summer, and so in the back of my mind I was wondering, everybody says they're working, but to their credit, Aaron came in great shape. You can tell he's been putting time into his body, his game, being vocal, which is great to see. Like, it can't always be just Russell Westbrook and DeAndre Jordan. I want the guys that have been here, like Aaron, Jamal, Nicole, and Michael, to become more vocal. But no, Aaron's a pro, seasoned vet, and to do what he did this summer in light of the tragic events that happened with him and his family speaks to his dedication and how much he cares about this team and his teammates.
Last one.
Always a day late.
I know. Who or what was the standout in the scrimmage portion of today's practice?
In my opinion, I mean, the easy answer is Nikola, just the way he controls the game. And, you know, not seeing him for a couple months, it's still amazing to just be able to share the court and kind of see how he can manipulate defenses without even doing too much.
These scrimmages, they often get really competitive. We don't get a window into it often from the outside. What's it like just doing this consistently?
Oh, I mean, it's super fun. I mean, we've all been dying to get back on the floor with each other. So, I mean, even going against each other, and especially mixing and matching the lineup, and, you know, kind of being able to play with guys you usually don't and play against guys that are usually on your own squad, it's usually pretty fun. And then a guy like Russ just raises the competitive edge around here. So everything means a little bit more.
When there's one like this at the end of a stretch of 4 days of practice, what are you trying to, I guess, focus on in your game within that scrimmage? Is it experimenting with stuff or finding stuff that you've worked on the last few days?
For me, it's definitely just, you know, taking in all the things that I learned the first couple of days of camp and then kind of just putting it all out there. It's kind of like a test. Like if I don't final exam. You know, just what you learn from the camp, trying to put everything on the court, especially on defensive end for a guy like me. You know, just trying to continue to grow on defense and challenge myself by guarding guys like Jamal and Russ. So, yeah.
How much have you gotten to play with Dario, and what have you picked up about his game?
I mean, me and Dario got to share a lot of time together on the court this camp, and I love playing with him, if I'm honest. You know, just being a shooter and a guy that likes to come off DHOs and play off pin downs, having a guy in the row, being able to hit him in the pocket and you know, have him be able to make plays, it means everything.
In what way is the DHO game similar to with Jokic, and which ways is it different?
I mean, obviously they're both just highly skilled guys, you know, that can play in a short roll, they can put the ball on the ground, they can, you know, make touch shots. So, you know, being able to put some pressure on their defender and, you know, get them a touch shot in the middle of the paint. I mean, obviously we've seen Nikola make it a million times, so Blanco and Dario can do the same thing. So, yeah.
What's happening with the timeout situation for you guys?
White act like they say we had no timeouts. They've been calling timeouts all day. I don't know how many they got. We just wanted to draw up a game-winning play. I mean, this training camp, we got 2 seconds left. We're trying to draw one up. I don't know why. They just hate.
What have you seen out of Hunter Tyson in camp?
I mean, Hunter's just always himself. He gonna be one of the hardest playing players on the team, and he gonna do the little things. And obviously, I mean, he can shoot the skin off the basketball. So, I mean, he's been out here competing at a high level. You know, just getting the extra possessions for the squad, whether it be loose balls or rebounds, and then just being an ultimate competitor. So, Hunt look real good out here.
Is there like a running tally on shooting percentage in the gym through camp? And if so, like who's winning right now?
I ain't heard too much, but I mean, obviously Michael Porter's been shooting it real well, and Jamal too. But you know, we gonna see when the stats start counting.
You excited about this trip?
I'm super excited. I mean, it's an opportunity to go somewhere that I've never even thought about going. So just being able to have the blessing of, you know, basketball taking me around the world, and then being able to share this moment with a bunch of guys that are like-minded and go through the same things as me. So it should be fun out there. Hopefully I can like ride on the camel or something like that.
Thank you. Awesome. Good luck.
Thanks, Julian.
Sure.
Michael, who or what stood out today in all the scrimmages?
Everybody had good moments. Yeah, the starters played against the other guys the first game, and then we mixed it up, and it was good. It was fun. Me and AG got to go at it, going back and forth for a while. You know, it was good to mix it up. It was a good day overall.
How often do scrimmages get this competitive? Is it just every day for you guys? Or I
mean, in the season, we don't really get to scrimmage every day, but when we do, it's pretty competitive every time.
Why didn't you shoot that three, man? You're open.
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I should have shot it.
What was going on with the timeout controversy?
Because they said there were no more timeouts, and then they called a timeout, so that's technical.
Mike, are you doing the headband this season, or is that over already?
I don't know. I'll probably mix it up, depending on the hairstyle I got at the moment.
What are you going to do on the long flight?
17 hours, probably sleep half of it, and probably try to watch like a trilogy or something, like Lord of the Rings or something like that. Read a little bit, maybe.
Excited? Are you excited?
For
go over there and explore that?
Yeah, I've never been over there. It'd be cool. I'm not excited for the flight, but everything else, once we get there, it should be cool.
Michael, I don't know, you have an exceptionally high release point, second highest in the NBA, only behind Wembanyama, in large part because you jump so high. Is the jumping like that high on your shot something that started early on, and was it something you worked with your dad or whoever as like an emphasis to get that high?
Yeah, it was something I figured out at a young age, but I can only shoot it in the mid-range because I wasn't strong enough to shoot like that from three. So I just kept practicing it till I could like do it from further and further out, until eventually my three-pointer was the same as my mid-range. So it was just slow over time.
Hey, Mike, I don't know if you're aware, but Dikembe Mutombo passed away. He was a legend here with the Denver Nuggets. What do you remember from Dikembe's game? I know you were young.
Yeah, I mean, like, rest in peace to a legend. Like you said, he's a legend in the game of basketball. He passed away too early, so it's really sad. I saw that earlier today, actually. But yeah, you know, I remember his iconic moments, you know, a lot of highlights I've seen of his. So, you know, prayers to his family.
Like AG's coming off a tough offseason, just what have you seen from him so far?
He just seems focused, and he came into camp in really good shape. He's been looking good overall, for sure. So, you know, we're still with him as he continues to deal with this. You know, it's not something that, you know, it's a 2 or 3 month grieving process. We know he'll be dealing with this for a long time, so we're with him.
Obviously, a different kind of training camp this year, given that you guys are going to Abu Dhabi and pulling in 4 practices. Do you guys sense a difference? Is there a different way that you guys have approached it?
Not really. I mean, it's been good overall. I thought everyone came to the camp in pretty good shape. Everyone has had moments where they look really, really good. Yeah, one guy who's really impressed me is Hunter Tyson. It seemed like he didn't miss all training camp, so it's been good to watch him take advantage of the opportunity, especially, you know, with Peyton out right now. Hunter's really taking advantage of his time out there for sure.
What are you seeing from Christian with the starters? What does he look like so far in these workouts?
Yeah, he's just gelling with us perfectly. You know, he's making plays. We know he can get out in transition. We know he can rebound and push the ball. And his shot has been looking really really good. So we're excited to play with him for sure.
What's it kind of been like getting to know Hunter since he got drafted a year ago? What's sort of his personality been like in that room?
He's just one of those guys who's easygoing. He just wants to learn. He's humble, but he's a really good basketball player. So I'm excited to see him continue to progress and hopefully get a lot of opportunity this season. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Mike.